Hi folks, come out and see us at Backyard Spa and Leisure here at 4105 Southwestern. Come out and see the finest selections of sunrooms, pergolas, hot tubs, outdoor kitchen and living space, everything for the backyard. Give us a call.
Hey, we're back at Pigskin Review. Hey, John Mark, bring it on.
Week 7, man, we're moving right along, are we?
We are headed towards Halloween, and you know what that means. It's playoff time. So I'm Lance Lahnert, sports editor of the Globe News.
I'm John Mark Beilue, columnist for the Globe News, and we're here to talk a little high school football.
And right now, the talk of high school football, Caprock Longhorns, John Mark.
Well, you know, it's been a history. It's been a history-making season for the Longhorns. First time in their history since the school opened in '63 that they're 6-0. First time they've ever beaten Hereford in 24 tries now. They finally beat them.
Right.
And
first time they've won 6 games in a row in the history of the school.
So they are on a roll, and the fans over in Amarillo are really responding to this team.
We have a special guest today, Connor Hollabaugh, the junior kicker for the Caprock Longhorns. Kind of tell me what the vibe is around school and with the team right now.
You know, we're going off the past 2 years. We've never been to playoffs. Past 2 years, that's what we strive for, and we didn't get there, and we're kind of using that as fuel to get there this year. Well,
Connor isn't going to brag on himself, so I will. You're at Hereford, Texas. Place is rocking. It's packed. Game of the year so far in the Texas Panhandle. Had already missed a couple extra points, so you step up there with the game on the line in regulation. What are your thoughts on that? It's a 24-yard field goal attempt.
I was nervous, but I knew I had to put it through. I didn't let the nerves get to me. Just kind of.
Can you guys kind of forget this game and then move on because you haven't clinched the playoffs yet? You know, can you guys move on and stay focused?
You know, I think this is actually our biggest week because the last 2 years we really want to go to playoffs, and most of the seniors that are on here played in the game a couple years ago and last year, and they really wanted to make it, and they're not about to give that up for their senior. Yeah. So I think this week's going to be a big one.
Yeah. You got an intense young coach in Seth Parr. Can you talk on what he's meant to the Caprock program?
You know, he's meant a lot. We didn't know what it meant to work towards winning. We thought winning just came natural, but you really got to work towards it, and he taught us that pretty.
Congratulations on just a clutch kick and a memorable night for you, your family, and the Longhorn history.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, coming off the huge win over Hereford, you were at that game, overtime win. Doesn't get any better than that. That is what high school football is simply all about.
It really is. It really is. But you know, they're moving on. So are we. We got some big games to talk about this week, Lance, and keeping it in 4A. What about Randall and Paladuro tonight?
Yeah, a huge game. Randall's only loss, John Mark. They're 1 point or 2 points away from being undefeated. Their only loss is to Caprock.
Yeah.
So, and they rolled up 439 yards of offense last week against Plainview. Paladuro, as we've talked about several times on this show, started 0-3. Now they're 3-0 in district, so this is a huge game.
Yeah, people kind of overlooked Paladuro to a little bit because of the success of Caprock, but at the same time, they're 3-0, and they've got things kind of worked out a little bit too, and that's going to be a really good game this Thursday night. It's going to be the winner of that game almost assures themselves of a playoff.
Finally, we get a district game in District 1 3A.
Well, that 4-team district is finally getting going. What about a couple of games there?
We have Dalhart going up to Perryton. Dalhart, stat of the week, they scored 310 points and allowed only 32. Stephen Young has them 7-0. They go up to Perryton, which is always a dangerous place to play.
It is, and Dalhart has played maybe a little bit of a weaker schedule than these other teams have, but at the same time, you know, what they've done on the field is pretty impressive. Perryton's waiting in the weeds a little bit. That should be a real test for Dalhart to make that long trip over there for this first district ball game. And
our show would not be complete without mentioning Dalhart, our favorite name in the Texas Panhandle, Zan Puttick, the kicker of Dalhart. Could come down again.
You got to have it. And maybe the best game on tap in terms of records, in terms of talent for their class, Littlefield and Bushland. Lance, what about?
Right, that 18 district, it's a District 1 2A Division I game. They have 8 teams in there, John Mark. The winner of this one is sole possession of first place at 4-0. Bushland already beat Muleshoe at home. Can they get it done against Littlefield?
Well, they've gotten a nice schedule this year, and then they've got the 2 toughest teams at their place. So, Bushland has kind of gotten some things figured out after struggling a little bit in the non-district season, but this one, it's going to be a good one.
District 2-5A continues. We have Amarillo High saying bye-bye all the way down to San Angelo Central. Most states you could probably be out of in 5.5 hour bus ride.
315 miles, I think, one way. I tell you, Amarillo High's put on some miles this year, but they've proved to be a good road team. And Central struggles. I mean, lately they seem to be more competitive in the non-district season, but they fell last week to Coronado.
Right.
I think Amarillo High can get them a road win here.
Yeah, Amarillo High kind of took care of that, the monkey on their back, whatever you want to call it, beating Lubbock High last week for the 37th year in a row. That's a tough challenge. And
well, they're playing such good defense.
Exactly. They got a great defense. Real quick, Lubbock High is at Tascosa. Lubbock High is winless, has scored only 27 points all year. A good chance for Tascosa to just take care of business and move on in the district.
Well, you'd like to see them do that. They were in the position to do that last week against Monterey, leading 35-7 in the third quarter, then kind of let the Plainsmen back in it. This one, they just need to go out and take care of business.
Exactly, and it's in Dick Bivens. So, and we also, and then we had obviously, you were at the game. You saw a great performance by this young man. Steps up, kicks a 24-yard field goal to tie it, then kicks the one in overtime to win it. Also catches a couple of passes.
Well, I understand this guy may be the Big State Remodeling Player of the Week. Is that true?
My name is Connor Hollabaugh, and I am the Big State Remodeling Player of the Week.
Well, congratulations, Connor. That was you stepped up, some big field goals, some big clutch catches, and way to go on your honor.
Lightning round.
Well, welcome to the lightning round, where we pick fast and furious, and we've been not only told, we've been chastised to get a little fast and furious on these picks. So, Lance, let's go.
Chastise is the word.
That is true.
Roll.
Let's go. All right, give it to us. Let's go.
Slow.
Going to go with the Rock. Hey, I've learned my lesson. Going with the Rock.
Rock, I've gone with them all year, and they'll get their first win up in Dumas. Oh, come on. Are you kidding? Even though it's a long bus ride, it's Amarillo High. Their defense is too good.
Hey, that's a long way to not get a win. Got to go with Sandy.
Ooh, Stratford they are upset. They want to prove that Canadian's not the only team in Stratford.
Well, Boys Ranch is in a tough district. Got to go with the Elk.
Ooh, I want to give Highland Park a W, but Tulia has rebounded from that season they had last year. Tulia Hornets.
Tulia's passing game makes a difference. Got to go with the Hornets. Mustangs, well, both are Mustangs.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that? But I'll go with the Wheeler
All right,
Mustang.
I'll give him one. That was clever. He's the Mustangs, but it's going to be the Wheeler Mustang.
I'm going to go with the Bulldogs. Going with Borger.
Wow. I want to go against you, but I can't. Pampa's given up way too many points this year. Borger Bulldogs in a great rivalry. Oh, wow. That's going to be tough. I don't want to go against the Dons, but I am. I'm going to go with the Randall Raiders and their rush attack.
Yeah, same with me. Randall in the fourth quarter. Boy, I'm going to go with Sam Norwood's got a little bit of controversy surrounding it in a minute. I'm going to go with Fort Elliott.
I'm going to go Sam Norwood just to go against John Mark. You know, I mean,
The lightning round is over.
Well, don't forget this Friday night you can get all your scores on your mobile at m.pigskinreview.com. That's a great way to stay up to date with everything that's going on.
of course, our Friday Night Live scores. You can go on Pigskin or Amarillo.com. It's a great site. We talk about it every week, but it really, truly is. And any football fan needs to see that.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.